Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Gexted back with another video, and you see the title, you see the thumbnail, you already know who I'm talking about today. Fun fact, I actually made the thumbnail for this video 2 weeks ago because I knew Marc-Andre Ter Stegen couldn't help himself but to just fully fuck this team. Anyway, about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen went on X and made a post, one in Spanish, one in English, and they both basically said the same thing, which is that he was deciding to go through with the surgery so he could make sure he could fully recover, but this was coming on the heels of Barcelona obviously planning to sell him. So it was very clear that he was obviously doing this in an attempt to be unsellable, because no team, and I mean absolutely no team, is going to buy a player who just came out of surgery. And the worst part about this is literally a month ago he dropped an entire post about how he was fully healthy, ready to play, and be back into the starting 11 again. In this post, he made it extremely clear he was at full health, which means either he was lying then, or he's currently using his injury as a bargaining chip to keep himself at the team, even if it does not benefit the team. Which either way, as a culé, it's really fucking stupid to me, because both sides, again, are extremely bad. You cannot just lie to the team and say you're healthy so you can get on the starting 11, because if you get injured again, you fucked up our momentum. And on the other hand, if you are getting this surgery just to prolong your time at the team, you're wasting a lot of funds the team could be redistributing. And I haven't even mentioned the most controversial part of the ordeal yet. Ter Stegen literally released that he would be recovering within 3 months. Now, if you're not a La Liga fan, that just sounds like a random piece of information, but if you are a La Liga fan and you do know the rules, you would know that a player has to be out for at least 4 months for the team to use money to register other players with those funds. Now, if you go on Google and search the recovery time for the type of surgery he's getting, it says between 3 and 5 months, which means 4 months is probably a safe bet, especially seeing as it's in between the minimum and the maximum recovery time. Anyway, that brings us into current day, where Barcelona has done a sort of investigation of their own with their own medical professionals, resulting in a prediction of 5 months for Ter Stegen's recovery, which, if I'm gonna be honest, no Barca fans had any problems with. That was best case scenario for us. But the problem came when Ter Stegen needed to sign off on this, and he refused, which means that leaves us here, where Jean Garcia, Rooney Bargi, Gerard Martin, and a lot of other players may not be able to get registered. And that leaves the team in a situation where we may have to get rid of players who have been performing, unlike Ter Stegen. I'm talking the Fermin Lopez's, I'm talking Casado. These are two very important players to the team. These guys are La Masia when Ter Stegen is not. They have a certain passion for this team that I have not ever seen Ter Stegen bring onto the pitch. They are at the beginning of their careers and they're building their legacy at this club, and they're very loved by the fans. Ter Stegen, at this moment in time, is not. And for good reason. There's literally an hour and 22-minute video of pure mistakes, no cuts, no transitions, no replays of Ter Stegen. He has simply just not been performing, and he has not had the team's best interest in mind on top of that. Finishing up, I hope he gets absolutely shit on in court and Barcelona finally gets him out of our club, because as far as I'm concerned, he's not a legend of the club anymore. He's the one who's been ruining his legacy, and that's on him. I just want to forget about him. I just want him off the pitch. I want him away from this club. I want him away from our badge. That is all. If you guys agree with me or disagree with me, tell me in the comments. But what you can do if you want to directly talk to me is go to my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/gexdead, and that's where I talk about these topics. That's where I do watch-alongs. I play video games. I do a lot of shit on there, so go over to there. I do have another commentary channel on YouTube, which is just Gexdead, where I talk about a bunch of different topics. This is the channel where I just talk about football and soccer. Anyways, to end it off, y'all boys have a good day, night, whatever you're having, have a good one. And I'll see you in the next stream or video. Peace out, boys.